I got a feeling I'm about to get put on. I got a feeling that something finna take off. I got a feeling, and it won't be too much longer. Got a feeling coming up on the
Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip hop music. Today, I have a friend who I've been knowing for over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this person goes back to my introduction on Southwest Houston streets in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we done seen a lot. We done watched each other grow. We are both fathers now, and even today is his birthday. If you don't know who I'm talking about the homeboy Blue. What's going on? Happy birthday, my brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Damn, it's been over 20 years already? Lord, yeah, we have been on each other for a minute. I was talking to Black, matter of fact, the other day when he came by and I was saying how it was back in the Pines of Westbury days. Yeah, that's about right. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, man, that's what I was telling somebody too. I was like, man, that's Pines and Westbury. That was my introduction to
Hell,
Southwest Houston, and that
hell,
was like,
we learned M together.
you know what I'm saying? Like, to be fair, yeah, we were brought together by Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP,
Yes,
which
sir.
came out around that time frame, and I remember it's funny when I think about it now, because my brother, God bless his soul, he bought Eminem's first album.
Slim Shady LP.
Now, I wasn't sold on him when he dropped My Name Is. I didn't get what he was doing. And then when I listened to the album, I was like, okay, he got skills, but it came across more so as comedy. And
Yeah.
then this is what happened after that. He started featuring. He got on Forgot About Dre, and everybody loved it. He did the record with Missy, and everybody loved it. Then he did
Now,
another song. All
yeah.
those features that he was doing.
Oh,
I think he did the Biggie Dead Wrong too. And he was
yep.
crashing everything he got on. And I was like, okay.
Everything.
So
Bro,
when he
you were
dropped
talking about
Marshall Mathers, I was like, yeah, it was over after that.
Renegade, but no, you gotta remember before he even dropped that. Remember he did the song him, Cannabis, all of them. I can't remember all of them that's on there. There was like 5 folk on one song, and he was on that one. Remember?
Oh, you talking about the Lyricist Lounge? Yeah, the early stuff. Yeah. Uh,
No, I've
I,
been
I,
on.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? What do you jam when you riding around in your car right now?
Boy, look here. I don't even know what the radio look like no more. To be honest with you, it's all Bluetooth for me. It's old school. Like even last night, you know what I mean? It's I can't like me and you had this conversation before, and and my son, you know Jerry, you know my son, we didn't have these conversations, you know, and I try my best to give the new music a chance. I really do. I really try, but I just can't do it. So everything with me is probably gonna be between 90s and 2000 or something. It's not gonna be nothing new. I guarantee it. Now, I will say this. I jam O3. I got a little bit of that going, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, I take him. I'm a Boosie fan. I jam a little bit of him. But it just really depends on my mood. Cause hell, I might be on T-Pain Get Up. It just depends on my mood that day. My mood that day tells me how I'm finna listen to music. Straight up, like how I wake up, lets me know this is what I'm listening to today. I might be on some bread. Hell, you never know. It just I be all over the place when it comes to music, bro. Like it depends on my feeling. That's all.
Yeah. What is Houston like in your perception today? Because I hear a lot. I mean, I'm down the street and I'm always out there for shows or whatever, but you live there, so you know what it's like right now. What is
Hot,
Houston like?
hot,
Hot.
hot. One word for you, boy. It's hot. But no, it's. I'm cool with being the H-Town Snoop. That's what they call me. You know that we done went through this conversation before. But these youngsters is acting wild. They doing their thing. They all over the place. I can't even explain it. Like it's weird on that note. But other than that, it's like I know I'm getting old. I know I'm getting old. Because a lot of shit that be happening, man, I can't even explain it. I just be like, look, hey man, I don't even know what to say about this shit. These man. But it's it's still Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I
Still
mean,
Houston.
it's still it's gonna forever be a place that,
People gonna migrate to, no
well,
matter.
nah, for me, it's gonna hold a special place in my mind, in my heart, for a lot of different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Some of the change, you know what I'm saying? Some of the change you see, you probably ain't gonna be like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? But then some things won't change, you know what I'm saying? Some things gonna always be the way they are, and then some things are gonna switch up. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that I think about whenever I'm out there, or whenever Houston comes to mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still gonna be coming out there.
Oh,
It ain't no way around that. You know what I
I,
mean? And
hey,
it is what it is.
I could pull a video when we was out here. We already know how we rock out here. But my whole thing is it's still the fact that it is changing. Like there's no second guessing that. And I just feel like that's why I said that when you were talking to your boy, that's why I was saying that you know what I'm saying, it was so much facts being spit because it's the truth. Like boys are getting pimped out here. Well, I can't say boys, men and women getting pimped out. You know what I'm saying? To where they doing what they tell them to do. It's not gonna happen on our note. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to us, when it comes to how we operate, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna make me do what you want me to do. It's just not gonna happen. You know what I mean? No matter how hard you try, whoop me. You know what I mean? Like, that's the
I
only
hope, I
option.
hope,
You know what I mean?
I,
Like,
I just hope that the general public, who, the people who might be watching, paying attention, listening to our conversation,
what is the truth though?
it is the truth. This is the truth, and it's the uncut truth, and you hearing it from an artist himself.
right,
It's a reason. It's a reason why there are certain artists who are placed in position at the top and always played, always promoted, always publicized. And then there's a reason why artists you hear might be local, might be underground. You hear them and you say, boy, they supposed to be where they are. But it's a reason why they not there. You know what I'm saying? And it's a reason why, it's a reason why that'll always be the difference. Some people don't get it and they'll say, well, they probably don't have what it takes to make it there. A lot of people will tell you that they could have made it there, but they did not want to agree to do certain things. They didn't want to be in the company of certain people. They did not want to.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck too. I mean, I feel like they know who to do it to. See, you got to have an individual who be willing to do any and everything to get on and have money. And see, and once they see that you have that in you, then they gonna push you. They gonna shoot you through them doors. You go into them couches. You go into them rooms. You go and deal with all them people. That's what they want. But see, they know when they dealing with somebody who is not going to accept that
Because they know better.
because they know better and they ain't gonna even play with that person like that. And that's what I feel with me, because they know you can't come at me like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't try that with me because it's not gonna end good for you.
This is,
You know what I'm saying? But and even though that might be the detriment of my music career, it won't be the detriment of my manhood or my integrity.
Goddamn right.
And that's the difference. That's the difference.
That's the point that I've been trying to make sure I make everybody else understand. See, that's the reason why I fucks with you, Brad. That's why me and you gonna always be cool. Because my whole thing is that's my same thought process. I don't care how you try to. You're not finna compromise my integrity, bro. You're not finna make me do something that I feel like I'm not gonna do. You can try, bless your heart. I give you all the chances to try your best to make that happen, but I guarantee you it's not gonna end well for you. And they gonna still press the issue. But it's so many people that's out here that has no problem with saying, hey, I'll go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, take one for the home team. I'm not gonna take one for the home team. I'm not doing it. I'm phase son. We're not playing that game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, with the music industry, like I said, I tried. I listen to me, Cornbread. We talked about this. Let me tell you something. I tried my best to give these folk the benefit of the doubt. It's not happening.
But information. See, when we was younger, when we were back in the early 2000s, information wasn't readily available the way it is now. See, now we know we could look up and find where somebody lives now.
No question. And not
you know what I'm saying, like
your whole record deal.
Yeah, we can look at your contract. Yeah, we can look at your contract.
We can see you got 360. We can see it.
And that's what I'm saying. So now with all this information at our fingertips, and not only that, you have almost every day something or someone being exposed for something.
Yeah.
This is nothing but information. Some of this stuff that we hear about, some of these people that we hear about, it don't surprise you or me, because back in the early 2000s, we already knew about it.
You already knew. Y'all just didn't pay attention. We already knew.
A lot of people just wasn't on it, or they wasn't paying attention. One of the two. But now that
wasn't paying attention.
Now you got information. We got so much information now. You know what I'm saying? Like we are privy to so much personal information. So it's like, okay, now you know pretty much who you following. If you're a fan of a certain artist, if you like a certain artist's music, you probably know everything about that artist personally. You know their birthday, you know where they, you know what I'm saying, where they like,
what school he went to,
all that, you know what I'm saying,
to the first time, what label, you know everything. So you can't.
And what I'm saying is, nobody hides who they are anymore. It might have been a time in the industry where I could think of a couple of artists who they say it was, you know what, but because at that time, times were different, you couldn't just come out and be at that time like you can now. See, now it's nothing hidden. Everything is front street now. So now you know. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I think I feel like the general public has become comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? And so it really doesn't bother them. You know what I'm saying? Now, with me, I can identify it and I stay away from it. You know, you won't hear me playing it. You're not gonna hear it out of my car or my house. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just the reality. I'm not going to entertain it. People ask me about it. I'm Lil Jon in their ass. What? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even, you know, it's like I'm so removed from it, because the music I listen to, they don't know who, you know what I'm saying? Like I could just use Okay, use an example. They don't know who Lupe Fiasco is.
A lot of people don't know who Luke Fiasco is, and that nigga's a beast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's the
They
type
don't
of
know who
music that
Hopsin
I'm
is.
on.
They don't know
You
who
know what I'm
Hopsin.
saying? Yeah,
You know
they
what I'm
don't know who that is. They don't know who they
saying?
might know
They
who
know who Cannabis is.
Common and Nas, they've been
Remember Cannabis?
around. Who?
Can I
Cannabis?
bust?
Can I
Talk.
bust? Yes. I know who Cannabis is,
So
but
what
they don't.
he is though? They have no
They
clue.
don't.
They
I mean, what you naming is underground.
lyricist. Lyricist.
And and they
Niggas that
don't know nothing about underground. A
oh
lot
my
of people
God.
don't know. They don't even know underground exists.
How we even
To
going
be
to that?
honest with you.
That's a whole other level.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And really underground is where the best music is, or the best lyricists are. But mainstream is
Pushing them away.
I'll say mainstream is the opposite. Is the
They don't
complete
want
and total opposite.
but see,
Except for I'll say 98% of it is the opposite. And
see
you
if
have a
if
2 percentage of difference with Jermaine Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem. I'm naming all the mainstream lyricists. You know what I'm saying? So these are the people, like, regardless if you like their music or not, when they
you
shit
have
come out, they shit gonna play regardless.
you
You know
have
what I'm
no
saying?
choice because they actual lyricists.
Right. You know what I'm
See,
saying? And that's
they pressing the issue with motherfuckers that's not lyricists, and that's the annoying part. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
I don't want to hear a song so much to where they make you hear it so much to where they think you're gonna start liking it after a fact. I'm not gonna like it. Stop playing it. But the shit started years ago. Matter of fact, uh, we talked about this. I'm gonna give you a prime example. One song. I ain't even going to. I ain't gonna go deep into the '90s. I'm gonna go to the 2000s. One song we talked about, and I told you they played this song so much it made it to where people just start liking it all of a sudden. Soldier Boy. Nobody liked Soldier Boy, but they played Soldier Boy so damn much to where people start listening to it. They are pressing the issue, bro. They making you listen to it. You don't have a choice. That's why I listen to the radio.
Yeah. Because that's
They
all the stuff that's on the radio is the stuff that, the
paid
labels
for.
paid for that slot, and they're gonna play this artist once every hour on
That's
the
money.
hour. And
That's
that's
money.
money every time. You know what I'm saying? And the artists probably don't see that because they don't know nothing about publishing when they first come in the game. They don't tell you about none of that. They don't tell you about how it works, or how, every time it's spin, you're supposed to have a check. But that's another part of the game.
Man, look
That's
here.
what you know what I'm saying? Like,
This your best
I
friend.
understand. Put it like this. I understand why my grandfather told me years ago when I told him that I was gonna be involved in music. He told me that was good. He said that was good, but do something else so you have something to fall back on. And I didn't understand what he meant at the time. Like, a lot of things that he said, I didn't understand what he meant. But now I do, because where I stand now, I wouldn't advise nobody's child to be involved in music. And if you are gonna be involved in music, do it independently.
Do it
Do it
independently.
do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fuck with them labels.
Go for distribution. Don't go for the label.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, do it yourself, and I
Handle it
mean,
yourself.
you don't really need a distribution, because hell,
No, I'm
if you
saying,
get
but
your
I'm saying,
music
no,
and you put it
I'm
out
saying,
digitally, that's your distribution.
no, I'm saying if you do deal with somebody, if you
Right,
do, like I said, you could do it by yourself, no doubt. You know what I mean?
right.
I'm saying if you do it, don't do the big label, do distribution. Deal with that. Handle it that way. But cause see, the fact of the matter is, you know what I mean, when it comes to music, it needs to grab me. You know what I mean? It needs to do something to me. You know what I mean? Like I gotta get something out of it, my nigga. Like, how the hell you making a song and your chorus don't even match what the hell you talking about? It don't make sense to me. You confusing me. I'm lost. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so it needs to be a rapper boot camp.
Like that.
You need to have a rapper boot camp. It need to be a real live rapper boot camp so that you can understand that what you say needs to make sense.
That would make a lot of
And
sense.
if your hook and your verse don't go together, then that's an oxymoron. It don't. You need to get a verse that fits the hook, or start with the hook first because that's songwriting technique.
What?
See, and what I'm saying here, I'm giving game right here, but you gotta start with your hook.
Yes, sir.
Start with the hook is the foundation of the song. Then write your verses. But people don't know that or understand that or even have the training or have someone in their ear to tell them this.
They ain't never been in the studio for real. So you gotta remember, we used to live in the studio. I know the
Right.
studio. I'm well. You know what I'm saying? My studio around the corner. Like, I'm well in it. So it gotta make, like I said, the youngsters saying now, make it make sense. Let's do that.
Yeah,
Let's start there.
it gotta make sense.
Make it make sense. Cause you just talking about random ass bullshit. You freestyling. In a nutshell.
Hey, I do want to say this because this is important. You are wearing a dope jersey right now. Can you stand up and show the people this dope ass jersey and tell them who made it? You know what I'm saying? Make sure that they,
My baby mama made this shirt for me a couple years
yeah.
ago, police. Cause I got pulled over. Let me tell you, on Post Oak, right around the corner. You know a Post Oak at. I'm on Post Oak right now, actually, but I was further down Post Oak, close to the main. And I got pulled over. The lawman stood literally right by like my window where I couldn't see him, but I could see his shit was unlatched. Now, of course, you know me. I ride with one. So my hand on it. And I'm sitting here like, Lord, please don't make me have to do this shit today. I don't want to do this, right? So I'm chilling. I'm cool. I'm Cadillacing. He came, he said what he said. And the one thing that man said to me is, you were scared, wasn't you? Ha, ha, ha. Went to the car. I went home. I was so out of it, bro. Like, I was so, like, I really realized that these youngsters was really out here getting knocked off. You know what I mean? Like, these boys is really out here on some, like they really tripping. Like, they really out here wilding. I started having feelings for him for a second. I changed that real quick. She made me the shirt that same night. That next morning I woke up, it was sitting right there. Been wearing it ever since.
That is live right there, man.
I'm sorry, because my whole thing is this right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? What comedian was that? I think that was, matter of fact, I think that was Eddie Griffin that said it. He said, they say there's no such thing. It got some bad cops, you know. I got some bad cops. I say, well, hell, we can't say it about every occupation. What if it's one bad pilot? Guess what happens?
Right.
Plane down. So that means we need to have more good cops. Now, we got some. I ain't going to sit up here and lie and say, but at the same time, when it comes to us, men of color, you got to be careful. I told Jerry, me and Jerry used to have text messages every morning. And the one thing I used to always say was, come home. Don't argue. Don't go back and forth. Come home. I've got
and that's something that I know I'm gonna have to have a talk with my little one about too eventually. I mean, we haven't come to that point yet because his birthday is actually today, so I want to shout out, happy birthday, little brother. You know what I'm saying? He's 10 years old today, and I want to say, Yeah, y'all share a birthday.
And see,
So,
that's it, right? I forgot about that. I did forget about that. I'm not gonna even lie about you, but you gotta remember, I got so many things on my birthday. My dear birthday today, my uncle anniversary today. It's so much today. So I don't even think about my birthday no more. To be honest with you, I wait till people tell me happy birthday and remember it's my damn birthday. I forget. It is. Damn, I forgot. I'm 40 something. Lord,
wow.
I'm excited.
But yeah,
But I get that
I'm
like
gonna have to talk to him about, you know what I'm saying, the police and all that type of stuff. You know, just so that he can have an understanding about what to do, how to move.
just how
I you
police
know,
etiquette.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, I really don't feel bad because, you know, his father was not a person who was in trouble or dealing with the law, you know what I'm saying, on that level. So, you know, and he has a level head and he's a smart kid, he's a cool kid. So I feel like, you know, I'm gonna give him the speech and I'm gonna give him the talk and the rundown because that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to provide information and instruction, you know what I'm saying? But at
Okay.
the same time, I have to be confident and let him go out there and
And
live his life. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's the biggest thing, you know, because coming from where, you know, we was at one point, we ain't have no kids, and we was just running around doing whatever we wanted to do. I mean, whatever we wanted to do. I'm talking about, boy, if I wrote a book about what we did,
wow.
woo! It's
Wow.
amazing that none of what we did has come out in my music
Nigga,
because,
it's
boy,
amazing that nothing that bro, let me tell you something. I was talking to my
boy, what we did.
uncle, bro. Remember my uncle, bro. I was talking to him yesterday, bro. And I told him, I said, man, say, I thank God that, I'm still having birthdays. Cause boy, I don't know. Oh my bro. We could go into conversations right now, but guarantee you your podcast would go a little bit left if we did.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna take it there. I'm gonna just say that we
We ain't
did a
gonna go that
lot.
route. We ain't gonna go
We
that
did
route.
a lot. We did a lot. And I guess, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, we were I was early 20s, you were early 20s. In a
Yeah.
sense, you know, you're supposed to have fun, but you're
Yeah.
not supposed to completely just
Go
fall
left.
off the edge. You know what I'm saying? So I would say we had fun, but we didn't fall off the edge. You know what I'm
We
saying?
did.
So I
That's it.
saw people fall off the edge, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that, but I want to have fun. It's a way to have fun and moderate it and keep it at a level to where, okay, we had our fun. Now it's time to go chill. You know what I'm saying? Or we had fun with that. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But then you see people that overdo it. You see
Over.
people that
My bad.
and we've been around a lot of people that have overdone it to their own detriment. You know what
And
I'm
guess
saying? And then, you know, a lot of them are not here with us right now. You know what I'm saying? And
what?
I
It
think about
happens.
that a lot too.
It happens. But my whole thing is this, though, bro. I tell people this all the time about you, and I want to make sure I say it to you right now. You always talking about giving flowers. I'm gonna give you yours. You understand me? I tell folk this all the time. I said, if you met Cornbread and you met me, we are two different cats on two different sides of the track. But me and that man, you run up on them if you want to. See how they work out for you. Because if I make phone calls, we got a problem. We got a big problem. We protect. Oh, they airing it out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my brother. That's gonna always be my brother. So you already know.
And I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? So,
Uh,
how do
y'all
you
know.
plan on celebrating the rest of your birthday?
Well, right now I'm waiting for the midget terrorist to wake up. Because
Okay.
I got my little one with me. So she over here. So I'm waiting for her to wake up. And I'm gonna take her to the niece house. And I don't know. Family got something planned for me. I don't know what they got planned. They don't never tell me nothing until it happens. So I'm just here. My uncle say he gonna fire up the pit. You already know our brother. You done been over here. You know our bro operate. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Work
I'm
here, man. I'm a you know what I'm
see.
saying? I'm gonna let you get to it, man. I'm happy that you took time to grace my platform, which is something that I have been wanting you to do.
I should have been
Uh,
done.
you know what I'm saying? But I'm happy that it came on your birthday. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great thing. And shit, hey man, happy birthday, many more. Enjoy the day. I'm gonna try to enjoy mine. I got some things to do, running around the
I'm
make.
just here. I'm just here so I don't get fined, man. That's really all it is, bro. I'm Cadillacing like El Dorado, bro. I'm just here because I got kidnapped. I'm kidding you not. I got kidnapped. I'm over here because I ain't planning to be in Mo City. I was on 45 a few questions. I got kidnapped.
Well,
So,
before we get up out of here, is there anything you would like to say to anybody?
um, if you got something bad to say about Bun B, fuck you. Now I got that to say. Now, we didn't talk about that, but I know you know what I'm talking about. If you
Yeah,
got
yeah. I think I,
homeboy, fuck.
I feel like I feel like that conversation is
That's a whole other podcast.
yeah, that's a whole nother episode. But we could talk about it. We could talk about it though. I mean, but before I get up out of here though, I do want to shout out to the homie Black. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Black.
Brother, goddamn right. Yes,
You
sir.
know what I'm saying? And
Black and blue.
yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So shit, hopefully we can get him on here next time, man. And
No doubt.
yeah, on behalf of Blue, I am Cornbread Capone. This is Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip hop music. Until next time, everybody, peace and love, because that's what the world need right now, man. Peace and love.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, man.